Hey everybody, it's Smudgy Gay. It's Popeye the Sailor Man. I have all I can stand. I can't stand no more. Denounced one Sarah Palin USA tonight after being forced to endure an hour of Rick Santorum on her propaganda arm, Victory Sessions, which I no longer endorse, nor do I endorse Stephen Bannon, nor do I endorse Peter Schweitzer. I can't imagine why all those journalists consider them right-wing freaks. All they do is support Rick Santorum. I think that the Tea Party, the writing's on the wall that it's over, and I think that the Republicans are going back to their familiar moderate versus Christian wing, not wings. And as usual, true conservatism is lost. So what are you going to do but move on? And you know, it's been brewing for a while for me, and you know, it's difficult defending someone who insists on treating you like garbage. That's the way I look at it. So something had to give, something had to give, something had to give, and I am thrilled that it was in public. I am thrilled that it was on Twitter, and I'm thrilled that I got to share it all with all of you. Oh, what can I say? So anyway, things are looking good for Newt Gingrich. I hate to say that. You know, I actually almost feel like retiring from politics because, don't get me wrong, I cannot get excited about Newt Gingrich. I mean, I will vote for him if I have to. But it's difficult for me to get excited about any of them, and I feel like there's no political direction anymore at all. So I'm sort of feeling like just focusing on old movies. You know what I want to get for Christmas? I want to get a Blu-ray player with a giant monitor, and then I'll be able to watch all those things on Hulu Plus and completely do away with normal television once and for all. I'm so excited. So, cross your fingers on that one. Thank you, all of you who complimented my Christmas tree. It is a thing of beauty. It is incredibly glamorous this year. I did nothing but Barbie and Wizard of Oz on a white plastic 60s retro tree. The ornaments, in case you're wondering, are dime store, the best kind. And they're in 3 colors. Metallic chrome, powder puff pink, and pearl. On the white tree with the 1950s, 60s retro Barbies and the cast of the Wizard of Oz. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. For some reason, I'm really into the Wizard of Oz lately. I don't know what started it. Maybe it was the Andrew Lloyd Webber Wizard of Oz that I discovered. But I've really been into the Wizard of Oz again. You know what? I was listening all day at work today. It's so tacky, but I did. The Miko Wizard of Oz, the Disco Wizard of Oz. I swear to God, the optimistic voices sequence. You know the optimistic voices when they leave the forest and they see the Emerald City, and it's like that music's like, "You're out of the woods, you're out of the," that whole song. The disco version of that makes, I don't know, makes, you know, a Bette Midler fan look like a NASCAR enthusiast. I mean, that thing is gayer than gay. It's really, really, really gay. So I played it for the fag stag, and I said, you listen to this, and you're going to be gay in 5 seconds. I'm warning you. And I played it for him while I ran and did some errands, and then when I got back, he said, that was great. I really liked it. So there you have it. What else is happening? Oh, wasn't Sydney Bruce Love fabulous last night? I really adored her. You know, I had only spoken to her. We've known each other on social media, both on Facebook and Twitter, for some time. But last night, we spoke together for the first time shortly before the show. We had a little conversation. And I really hit it off with her. I really liked her. And I think that you guys did too. I got a couple of responses. Oh, Sydney Brucelove, I didn't tell you. My brother listened to the show, finally. And my brother thought the show was sensational. And he really liked you as well. Isn't that fabulous? And Just Another Mo loved her. Hello, Just Another Mo. I love Just Another Mo just so much, Mo. I really do. He is so supportive. He is such a doll. I got into a snip with that Rush Limbaugh today. Oh, sometimes he can be so holier than thou. He's the most holier than thou truck driver in the country. What else is happening? New York is crazy right now. It's crazy, America. It's crazy. I hope we have a good Christmas season. I hope the sales stay up. I have a feeling that the Democrats have been programmed to buy this year to help Obama, to make it look like there's no economic problems. That's my personal theory. Right there. Because suddenly they have no problem shopping. They still have an issue with shopping bags. That's a huge issue for them. Oh my God, you guys, these pretentious New Yorkers. I tweeted today that New York is a city where people haven't read the great books because all the great books have been made into movies, and they refuse to do anything as common as reading a novel that was made into a movie. Florence King, who I've never talked about, who's one of my conservative role models. If you can, read Florence King. Before there was a Tammy Bruce, there was a Florence King. And she was a cohort of William F. Buckley, and she was an out conservative lesbian in the 1970s, and she is absolutely brilliant. Sadly, the only book of hers that's widely republished is Confessions of a Failed Southern Lady, which is good, but deals with her lesbianism. Most of her books don't really, I mean, she may reference it periodically, but they're not about lesbianism. Naturally, in our era, that's the one that's reprinted. Most of her books are about conservatism and are blistering critiques of 70s PC feminism that are still hilarious today. She's still alive, and she's one of my favorites. And she said that basically about the people of New York, the people of the East Coast, the intelligentsia, or I should say the pseudo-intelligentsia, that they're people who've read Sentimental Education by Flaubert, but they've never read Madame Bovary. And that's what it's like, you know. I had a guy today who had just seen Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. He wanted to read some Le Carré, but he couldn't read anything with Smiley in it, because Smiley was in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and people would think that if he was reading it, that he was only reading it because of having seen Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which of course is why he was reading John le Carré. And I explained to him that Smiley figures in several of the novels, that he's a character in several of the novels, besides the Smiley trilogy. Finally, we were able to find a more obscure John le Carré that not as many people have read because it's not as good, and he settled for that because that would give him something to lord over everyone else with his inferiority. And this aspect, this obnoxious pseudo-intellectual arrogance and elitism is a big problem, because everybody's trying to act superior by pushing the also-rans and the second rate. And they're denouncing the first rate as common. It just goes on and on. It goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? They're fools, basically. Complete and utter fools. So I do have to give one mea culpa, because I feel bad for Chris Barron, because I made fun of him on my last vlog because I said that the Herman Cain thing proved that you can't trust anyone Chris Barron endorses for president after the Donald Trump debacle. And I have to say, you can't really support anyone I endorse for president either. Maybe I should endorse Huntsman or Ron Paul, because it's a guarantee they're going to lose, you guys. I have a really bad record. There's something in my nature. Maybe I am self-destructive in some way. Because I have a record in politics of picking the loser election after election after election. So if you guys know anything, don't try to convince me to endorse your candidate, because it will be a disaster. Of that, I can 99% guarantee. I hope everybody's doing well. It's a Sunday night. I'm bored. There's no new radio. I hate that. But I wanted to chat to everybody for a moment and follow up on last night's show. I'll probably be vlogging a lot again this week, you guys. I need the outlet. You know I'm a compulsive talker. I'm an oral aggressive. And remember, there's no show this coming Saturday, so look for lots of vlogs from yours truly, Popeye. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.